Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here now Roberts. Now they can't bring him down.
Wrap up.
Still moving. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. First and goal after the great punt return. They'll run here with Connor. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. James Conner with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD.
I thought it was on a different game.
Everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL.
No,
and
all
you know the Rams
team
are high flyers as well. So that tells me
might be a big garbage because
low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Well, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way in for the touchdown. Julio Jones, 61 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you throw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
We better bring it back.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't have a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, counter plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. He was brought down by the Bears safety, Eddie Jackson. From the 44, Mahomes. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A., in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27.
And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill, 44 yards. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
No,
and this fake
throw.
extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Nope.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Breeze. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, dude, almost
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This is the Rams' Todd Gurley, his 3rd Pro Bowl in 4 seasons. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. This is Connor. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I just know how to,
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Connor. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it, the Madden Studios right here in Orlando?
Man,
that's where coaching the guys hang out as well.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl.
So close.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Yeah.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I
Give
still
him
just
14
messed
on
him
that
up.
one and a first down.
Did like a full fumble. Probably she didn't fumble if I'm being honest.
On first down, Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination. Though he hasn't played all 12 years, but still, what a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game.
He just got...
He keeps himself in such superb physical condition.
I didn't even say nothing.
And still loves everything that goes along with football. He may play till he's 60.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the NFC. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. The offense for the AFC set to go now. The drive will start with Connor. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go. Accept.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. What a play that turns out to be.
I need to figure out how you hurt him.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was
okay, well, guys, I figured out how to hurdle at least.
They're fired out. That's a big game.
But
They'll
I just
get 2
got,
out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Man,
that's complete to his running back Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. So on 4th down, out comes Jason Myers for the AFC field goal. From the left. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, there's 2 sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
Credit the tackle to the Texans' middle linebacker, Benardrick McKinney. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He completes it to Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. That his first catch so far.
Keep trying to
switch
to McKinley.
But he's got a first down there.
Switch to.
Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
We just gave me him for crying out loud.
That's just who you are, right? If you're good at something as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Breeze to here. It's 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this to get 3rd down here. Now Breeze again. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Breeze now to throw. Jones has it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes,
he was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them go all the way down.
It's out of bounds.
The field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They run with Connor. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw it here. They'll roll him out right. And this is Cook with the ground. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.
Why do I keep throwing? Why do I keep spamming that button?
1978. I think it was in November.
I'm so stupid sometimes.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory.
Bottom line, nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy classic Madden with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game in exhibition.
Which one I go to? boy. Let's start my team.
So long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die.
I just said that earlier that I want to leave.
So long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off.
I'm about to play with some real people.
I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always being
Practice. No, I'm gonna do some practice.
all these trips I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. At your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it.
I hope everyone's having a great Christmas today. It is the okay. Swing it back. Just.
Ha! Grenade team! Hands up!
Wait, it keeps doing it. Wait, why do I keep doing that? Like, I'm not even meaning to do that. Actually, I'm gonna sweat. I'm joking. I don't know how to get sweat on here. Where's that red line there? That's why I didn't go right there. Running into my freaking own player. No, I saw that dude on the outside and he scared me. I wonder that play again. Ooh, not this freaking play. Play's okay. Ah, can't do nothing. Okay, this is a lot harder than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect it to be so hard. Wait, are we allowed to go outside the red line? You know, I'm just gonna try it, frig it. I'm going outside the red line, I don't even care if we're not supposed to. I couldn't even go outside the red line. Ow! I'm so stupid!
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like Chappelle show. This over perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like Chappelle show. This over perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
Okay. actions from menu.
Yeah, I just had to let you know. Yeah, give me that work and I can sell it.
I don't
put it on the line like I ain't selfish now.
I'm good.
The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is.
Mixin', fixin' for another big game. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami.
Hang best people.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton rolling to his left. That's complete to John Ross.
GG's.
And all the way
Right, just took that home, baby.
Cincinnati score.
What's up with it?
John Ross, his 4th touchdown
Bro,
on the
I just
year.
broke the
As his
ankles.
guys are able to strike first here in this opening
But
quarter.
look at that.
First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone.
Get
Look,
out.
the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had...
On the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown.
Like, no cap, I'm sorry.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now under first-time head coach Brian Flores. They'll be led by their veteran quarterback. He's been in the league for a while, since 2005, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away.
And he fires one that's
wrong
intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
No,
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard.
I tried
freaking.
freaking.
3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
I just clicked timeout.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, Dave, get back over there, stupid.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
I need a fast
And you also
QB.
have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Pushes fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, boom. Okay, boom.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Why do you want to keep bragging on this?
Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off
He's
the board.
lucky.
He was locked in.
He fell
2
down
trips to the end zone. Charles over 100 yards receiving.
Would have been
How
done
about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Fitzpatrick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Time to roll through the starters defensively for Cincinnati. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, the rookie Myles Gaskin, the former Washington Husky. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This is Gaskin on the carry.
Ball start.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defense.
Man, please don't accept.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5,
Why are you gonna do me like
and keep
that,
it
though?
moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To throw, Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back.
What the frick?
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
Let's go! I'm going to accept that, baby. You ain't getting that touchdown.
Gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad,
ain't getting that
isn't it?
touchdown.
Pretty good
You ain't getting
about
that
it. Only
touchdown.
people celebrating.
Dog, he's
The
a dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Boy, get out of
And
here.
he'll get it down
Get out
this
of here,
time to
boy.
the 17. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fitzpatrick toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
4th down, baby.
Oh, he
4th
had
down.
a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Exactly.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the left hash, this from 34. Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going to widely say that. I have no idea.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Yeah, he got to back him up for you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Dalton.
That was the only person that meant to throw to the other dude.
4
But who
yards on
cares?
the
He still caught
completion,
that.
and it sets up a 3rd down.
As long as he caught it, I'm good with it. Oh,
Dolphins
I
bring
gotta
on
pick
an
the wrong
extra
one.
defensive back
Give
on
me
3rd
that.
down. Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he will
Man, I
have
thought I
the
was about to get
first
that
down
touchdown.
before he's brought down at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball. Right
Do you see
They're able to
Andy
get a little
Dalton
more
freaking
rest
blocking
over
me
the
from getting
sidelines
into there?
while this one continues downfield.
Up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone
to the
for
wrong
a
person,
Bengal
but it don't matter.
TD. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And his kick is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Oh, that was a good kick.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes back onto the field. Charles, they have won all of a sudden 3 in their last 5. They're 3-9 now after starting 0-7. So if you're a fan of Miami, are you upset that you've won 3 of 5 because that hurts your draft stock?
I think most fans look at the draft stock and are upset that they've won 3 of their last 5. They should be proud of this team, though. I think what head coach Brian Flores and his staff have done is with this team, with this roster, to win 3 of their last 5, I think it's been exceptional. And to me, it bodes well for the future as the roster gets replenished and upgraded. Because now you've got a team that's setting a foundation for competing, for playing hard. And then when you get better players, now you've got a realistic chance to start winning more football games. So Brian Flores and his staff, they deserve a ton of credit.
By the way, how about Jason Sanders being the first kicker to catch a touchdown pass in the NFL since 1977 in last week's win over Philly?
And what did they call that play?
Mountaineer shot.
How about that? That was a big-time move, and they did it against a team that is known for their trick plays as well, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dang,
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking
AJ
that.
Green.
Officially
He wasn't
Give him
afraid
15,
of him.
and the Bengals will take over
He
here
was
first
not
and
going
10.
down for nothing.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Ooh, that was a real good kick. He's going to stay there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Hard to believe, but the regular season starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Oh, he's lucky.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Fitzpatrick, caught by Wilson. The completion good for 3 and second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw
why
there.
did he put me on Aguilar? I meant to do it on that guy.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man
free. Why do I keep going to the wrong dude?
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Fitzpatrick again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Wait, did I do that?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Wilson's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Don't try to run off the time.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Man,
so they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
Who gets the ball near them?
Sanders' kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You know, Charles, season winding down. Time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
What the frick?
I never wanted to make something.
It went to the wrong person. It was like,
right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
For a minute,
and they're scripting something that they expect to get into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it.
Let's go.
They'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A little careless with the football.
Let's go, baby.
He also had
Just
a
made that kid
last
fumble.
week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, spinning away.
Dude, no. I was trying to throw it and freaking got
plays
sacked.
like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. To throw here, Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Let's go.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because
like the team
he's
that
not
picked.
worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns.
But
the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
That's probably going to go to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
They're all the way back there.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
Can it?
You're exactly right.
Let's go.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. The lead is theirs here in the 3rd quarter, but it's really been the ground game that's been the recipe for success.
You mean the spotlight isn't shining as brightly on the guy throwing it?
No, it's the man behind him that's had a heck of a game.
And that's really okay. That's actually what you're looking for. I mean, your pride tells you, hey, I want to be responsible, I want to throw a bunch of touchdown passes. But when you're able to run the football,
Stream, this is my mom.
Typically speaking, your team's doing pretty well.
Merry
but in
Christmas.
this case, they're winning.
We'll see if they have balance on this drive. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, now he bowls him over.
No.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Bernard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
We got no will. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You ain't got no swag. You ain't got no money. Psych.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Psych.
Open man is Uzama.
I just wanted to show it. Wait, what? Did he get a touchdown?
Another 1st down.
I swear on my life, he like pushed me into the touchdown. Okay, boomer. Okay, boomer.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And Dalton to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Andy Dalton.
He felt like a new man after healing.
As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Bro,
so another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake
oh, my God, my kicker sucks at
big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line. Oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. This is caught by Hearns.
Oh, frick. I was looking at the other.
To the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Wait, did he?
10-yard pickup,
Man, he got
and
that
it's enough for a Dolphins first
I
down.
didn't think he did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on
They're
first
probably
and
gonna run
10.
it, I feel like.
Now Fitzpatrick. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
No,
And he'll be
miss.
corralled out across
That'd have been a
midfield
good hit,
down to the
too.
45.
Well, it's okay, it's okay.
Give
Get
him
back,
19
get back.
there as the drive marches
I'm
forward.
about to try to make him fumble it.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Oh, he dropped it.
Boy, drop that
that's
ball.
pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit.
What I
It's
say? I'm
out.
gonna make
He
him
lost
fumble.
the football.
What I say? What I say? What did I say?
Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest.
Interception, baby. Get that.
Intercepted.
He didn't even touch me, did he?
William Jackson with a pick.
Ooh.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Andy Dalton was immediately tackled.
Tough on the secondary.
I didn't even mean to throw it up
zone
from him.
defensively.
I'm just
Quarterback
happy he
had
did
time to
immediately.
survey and find a
That
spot.
would have been
And if you
out
want
like
to
a
change
light.
things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage.
GG's.
Everyone
Bye-bye.
matches up and
Bye-bye.
send more prep.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go.
Oh, my bad.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
This is easy.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores
And
for
they
my
got
fantasy,
Randy
for
Moss.
other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
What are them sirens for? They don't know.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Yeah, look,
And no
side.
run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Interception. Are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, total didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful
You
not
could have
being
maybe
too
caught that,
cautious
especially since it
because
was in
now
the
you
air.
can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see
Please
how they
tell me
attack
he's
them
not.
here.
Actually, no. I'd rather him not.
Throwing again here. Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Caught the tight end Walford. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Yeah, they ain't
Just 2
coming back
minutes
out of
remaining
bed,
here in the
like,
fourth quarter of what has been a
lot of yards.
one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. But he's got it to Hearns.
Man,
They convert on third with a gain of 22.
he just
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really
Yeah,
for
he's
next
on the
week
rush,
trying to
so
get
we
some
just throw the
momentum
ball.
going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You know, you two garbage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Why? It was on the wrong person. That dude would have been out like a light. I love whenever I got a...
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Caught. It's Wilson.
Get out of here.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
I can't find a good
Bengals
play.
getting set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And running with power here. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mixon with a first down carry.
No.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, you made the
I've got to laugh
cameraman.
And I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Oh, that was actually a good kick.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fitzpatrick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Watch him go for it. Oh,
here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami.
I really don't believe that. He's lying. Okay, Boomer. Okay, Boomer.
Pulled in at the 24.
Yeah, I wasn't getting him out of it.
And now running right through it.
That's what I did. That's surprising. 55-6.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, many wondered if a second win would come, but here it is as they climb to 2-13 now. And they will head back home.
That's going to be it for today's stream. I will see you in the next video. Peace.